So, Chris Billam-Smith retains his world title by defeating Richard Riagpour by unanimous decision. Two judges scored the contest 112-115, with the other 111-116. For me, perhaps these scores are a little bit too close. I think for me, Richard maybe won 2 rounds, and I think Billam-Smith clearly won about 10, but again, this is the problem with boxing, it's so subjective. But I feel like for me, the cards were quite close. If Riagpour hadn't had a point taken away in the last round for holding, maybe we would have been looking at a split decision, which seems kind of crazy. But yeah, all in all, no need to worry because the best man won on the night. There was no robbery. What did I make of the fight? Well, Billam-Smith did really well to nullify a power puncher. As much as it would have been a more entertaining fight to try and trade with Riagpour, both get hurt, maybe get up from the canvas. The smarter thing to do is to nullify him. He fought him well on the inside. He was really clever. When he got in the inside, he used his shoulder so that Riagpour couldn't get that right hand off. And ultimately, he proved that he was a champion and he wasn't going to lose his belt with ease, and that he has massively improved since their last fight, which Riagpour won on a split decision. But again, it was one of those that could have gone either way. If you like power punches, you probably would have given the round to Riagpour. But if you prefer outboxing someone, you probably would have made Billam-Smith the winner. So, and one thing to say about Billam-Smith is he does so well as the underdog. Like, a lot of people wrote him off for this fight. The bookie's favourite was Riagpour. TalkSport both thought Riagpour was going to knock him out. Billam-Smith is one of those guys where everyone seems to think they can beat him. You know, I heard Vidal Riley saying, look, Billam-Smith, he's big and strong, but he's not a great boxer. Well, if that's so, why is no one beating him? Why does he keep winning? Like, maybe it works in his favour. Like, everyone seems to think they can beat him. But I think you have to say that Billam-Smith is now officially world class. We all saw how hard Riagpour trained for this fight. His trainer was saying he punches harder than Anthony Joshua. Billam-Smith said he wasn't even very hurt in the fight. I think there was maybe one round towards the end where his legs looked a little bit shaky. But all in all, Billam-Smith just outclassed him. I think another one of Billam-Smith's strengths is he has such great self-belief. I think Barry McGuigan has been huge for Chris in really giving him that self-belief. And it's so strange because I was looking at the fight and I was like, Riagpour just doesn't believe in himself, which is crazy because he's 6'5", incredible physique, good-looking guy, but he just didn't believe in himself. Like, you could see like his soul was kind of drained towards the end of it. Maybe he wasn't tired physically, but he just lost his way. And Billam-Smith just outclassed a power puncher. Didn't put himself in unnecessary danger. And with the coaches, Shane McGuigan, I think he's just a perfect coach for Billam because he's very calm. I was listening to him in the corner on TalkSport, and Shane is just really, really calm. I think perhaps some fighters maybe need a coach who's going to shout them a bit more, but look, Shane just gave him the instructions calmly, coolly, and it worked. Whereas in the other corner, Angel Fernandez, he was shouting, he was effing and blinding, he was kind of panicky a bit, and it probably just threw Riagpour off. Like, it probably just wasn't very helpful. So, what about on the undercard? Well, Ben Whittaker Sean, the bloke who came and interrupted his past press conference, called him out. Ben Whittaker won pretty much every round, rattled the guy as well, who headbutted him. And look, Whittaker looked very good. I guess the only criticism would be he couldn't get the guy out of there, but it's kind of harsh to say that when he's won every round. He probably didn't want to exert himself too much. He said himself he was just having fun in there. So I think you give him a bit of leniency. Maybe he could have got him out of there if he'd started putting his punches together, just a little bit earlier than he did. Because you can see in the last round, he was getting to him. But all in all, a very good night for Ben Whittaker. What's next for Ben Whittaker? I'm thinking Dan Aziz. Dan Aziz, who was fighting on the card, didn't look brilliant against Sepp, someone who was given to him as, a comeback fight. They had a draw in the end. So I think Dan Aziz versus Whittaker would be a great step up. And then I think you're looking at Richards, Yard, Buatsi. Maybe, is that a bit too soon? I don't know. I feel like if he gets for Aziz, Buatsi, Richards, Yard are all there. And I think the most exciting fight of the night was Isaac Chamberlain versus Jack Massey. It was a 12-round Raw. Like, credit to both guys, It was so, like, twisty-turvy, Isaac Chamberlain was on top, then Massey was on top, then Chamberlain was on top, then Massey was on top, and it was just such an exciting fight. I guess you feel a little bit hard done by for Chamberlain. Obviously losing a fight where, you know, you're taking so much damage. You've trained for months and it's so close. It must be heartbreaking to lose a fight like that, but game's the game. And I think the result was fair in the end. I think Massey deserved to win by 2 or 3 points, but close fight. Credit to both fighters, you know, left it all in the wing, put everything on the line. So again, credit to both fighters. So where next for Billam-Smith? Well, it sounds like he wants to fight Ramirez in America and then hopefully have a unification with Opetaya if he picks up the other belt in the division. Riagpur, where could he go next? Massey, I think he's already fought Massey, so maybe not Massey. It's a hard one, really. Does he go down and fight like Vidal Riley? Is that for the English? Is that too far? Because he's just on the world level? But he's already beaten Massey, Chamberlain as well. And then, but you're not going to fight Chamberlain if he's lost, have you? So, oh, maybe like a Zorro. Zorro's quite a good shout, isn't it? Someone like a Zorro. And Massey, surely he's got to be on the edge for another world title shot now because he's just beaten Chamberlain, who's probably European level. I guess Chamberlain could fight Riley next as well, wouldn't he? That would make a lot of sense. Or I think Chamberlain and Clark are going to fight for the British. So yeah, there is a little sum up of Saturday night's boxing. Chris Billam-Smith, the gentleman, has retained his belt in a very impressive, albeit a little bit ugly fight, but Billam-Smith is still the champion. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.